It's also our second time having Chef Zach on. These are the questions we need answered.
You'll never get these in real life. This guy's a fraud. I asked two chefs, and they had no idea what I was talking about.
So I'm sitting there, 15 minutes goes by, and then all the food, and the pot is right over there, and she put her hand just before the pot. I'm sitting there reaching. Burning me. I'm literally sitting there reaching. I'm like sitting there for like it felt like a minute of just like reaching for this plate as my hand's getting like blistered. It scorched my hair off my hand. And I sat there. Question.
You never know.
Bro's over here just dying. There's somebody, gonna say names, who works on that same kitchen, not in like your side, who does not, and I say it, who does not stick their arm out all the way. Really? No. See, I don't want to like. I thought. No. I thought you meant. Hey guys, welcome back to Just Yakkin. Today is a very special guest. It's also our second time having Chef Zach on. So this is an amazing episode. If you haven't watched the first episode, it'll be up in the corner now. And if you haven't watched the last episode, please do so after this. We interviewed AI. It was a very interactive podcast. It was very exciting. And we learned something new. So today we thought we would bring Zach back on to hopefully interview him again and to get a little bit more out of him because we're interrogating you.
My favorite part.
Yeah, but I definitely think that, just to get to know Zach a little bit more and to get to know him a little bit better. And I asked him a while ago, hey, we got to get back on the pod. And you're like, yeah, for sure, anytime, just let me know. And I shot him a random text. Hey, when do you want to do it? Or I actually saw you as you were serving food. I was like, when do you want to do a podcast?
It's like, let's just do it this week.
Yeah, so we just decided to do it last minute. And again, I just want to thank you so much for coming on, making time out of your day to, help us out and to, come back on for the second time.
Honestly, you just saved me from bed rotting all day, so this is much better than that.
Yeah, so just to kind of jump into it, I kind of want to get a little bit more into your backstory of how you became a chef to kind of, because people see you at the university and they see you serving food. And at least for me, I've kind of like sat there and I was like, how did you kind of get to that spot? Like and do you like cooking?
No, I can't stand cooking. You guys just ruin it for me, honestly.
These are the questions we need answered.
You'll never get these in real life. No, honestly, yeah, I do like cooking. Before I started this job, I don't think I ever even picked up a pan before. Like, the most I ever did was hit the buttons on a microwave. So, like, everything that I've learned is kind of, like, self-taught and, from watching other people and getting, like, tips here and there. But honestly, it was more of I was in college at the time, and I started at working front of the house. So I was, like, doing, like, the maintenance and the dishes and all that. And then once I was done with schooling, I was like, well, I need some more money in the meantime before the big boy job lands. And I was like, cooking is obviously more higher paid. So I kind of worked my way up, got in, tested the waters, started making omelets like how some people do. And then I got more hands-on. And as time went on, I ended up working my way to being in charge of the kitchens and all that stuff. So it's really not like too elaborate, but it's just from me being curious about learning new stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And what was that jump like? I mean, like, I'm sure it, took some time and you slowly eased into it. But I mean, you said at one point you were just at front of the line doing like the small things, and the next thing you know, you're kind of in charge of it.
Yeah, it was it was definitely very nerve-wracking. I remember because, like, you gotta think of it this way. When you're, like, bringing the plates and stuff, like, the most you might ever say to somebody is, like, oh, excuse me, right? And then, like, I remember my first day when I feel like my lead at the time, she had me like prepping stuff, and then she's just like, okay, we're gonna have you do omelets now for 4 hours straight. I'm like, what? I've never even, I don't, what? Okay. And like literally, like I'm sure you've all gotten them from somebody up there. Like you stand in line, you order what you want, and you're there for quite a while. And I was like, I have to talk to people now. I have to like, well, like, what do I do? Did I just stand here awkwardly and stare at them while I wait for their stuff to cook? So it was definitely very nerve wracking, like transitioning from just bringing stuff in the background to being like the forefront, like the face that you see when you come to get your stuff. But as you know, the hours went on, like the nerves settled, and I got into a flow, and I found out that I liked it. This job definitely, like, believe it or not, I was not as outgoing before, like not as uh what's what is it like when you're a extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely more into myself, and this job I feel like definitely helped bring that out a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I honestly can't believe that just from knowing you for as long as I know you, which isn't that long. Um, you have such a way of like being so friendly to everybody, and you're so outgoing, and I feel like you know everybody more than anybody that works in the kitchen, I would say. Um, and it's great. It's honestly wonderful how connected you are with everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure you have some great conversations with so many students throughout the day.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. I've always stuck by it that besides like the actual cooking, and the best part of the job for me is like connecting with the people. Like I love getting to see the same faces every day. You know, getting that update of like hey, how did that test go, or like how was the game, or I saw you guys made it to the championships or something, or like the other day one student was having a really bummer of a day, so I baked some cookies for them to cheer them up. You know, it's stuff like that that really like means a lot to me, like making the people happy. And if you think about it, which is kind of crazy if you in perspective, but I probably see most of you guys more often than you see your teachers.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, at least too. I think you have, even if some people see their professors a lot, like whether it be office hours or whatnot, you have a special connection with them to where they feel like you're almost more of a friend, like in a good way to them. Like you're somebody that they could talk to, and you're just like a good. You're somebody that they look forward to seeing in their difficult day.
Like be that friend or like that big brother to people and stuff like that. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I was just going to say one thing about, like, especially that sets you apart from other chefs. And I'm not saying, like, all the other chefs are bad. That's not the point of this. Like, you remember, like, you take time out of your day. Like, if I tell you something, then you remember it. If I introduce you to someone, you remember them. So that when you see them, you're like, oh, well, like, how's blank and blank doing? Or, because then you start talking to them. And I don't know how you go insane with not remembering everybody or with forgetting things, because I mean, I always see you talking to different people, and like, even if, you know, someone told you something and it seems so minute to them, and you bringing it up to them for the second time, it shows so much character, and you're like, at least for me, it set me back, and I was like, damn, like, you actually like remembered that. Because like sometimes when you talk to people, like you're talking to them, but they're not really listening, and it's like a whole different field where you're actually sitting there and you're having a conversation to get to know them and to talk to them. And when you see them, you interact with them, and you're like, oh, so this thing that you told me about. And then like, it just goes so far. And especially, I mean, that's how you got here. I mean, not saying you made it, but I'm just saying like, you're somebody that we look up to, that we want to interview and talk to, because, you know, you have so much character development to you.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Not get like, I'm not, what is it called? Glazing.
The glaze is crazy right now. I mean, please keep going. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I like remember it all, because I feel like sometimes my long-term memory can be absolutely abysmal. Like there's some times where like I'll get like a group of people and I've talked to them for like months and months or whatever, and I'm like, you know, I never asked what your names are, and like I'll get like 3 or 4 names at a pop, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna remember any of that. And you always could tell when I don't remember somebody's name, because I'm just like, sup, bud. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
You know, because I try to be personable and like not always. It's not always true, but I try to always like call people by their names. And I do try to remember the little things. Like I'll notice if someone like changes their hair, gets a haircut, or comes dressed in a suit for some reason. I'm like, wow, Carson,
Yeah.
you look great today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do want to say, by the way, I'm wearing a suit not because I'm a weirdo, but because I had a dinner party before.
He just wanted to be the best
No,
dressed
he
in
is.
the room.
No, I'm not gonna lie,
It's
guys.
not that.
He is a weirdo, and he is lying about the party. He just wanted to wear a suit.
I just wanted to wear a suit. I just got it.
He knew there was going to be a lot of glazing not on him today, so he's
Yeah,
like, I got to
yeah,
even
I
the
had to get
odds.
the
He
attention
wanted,
back
he wanted
somehow.
the attention back, definitely.
But I did want to say, so like you self-taught yourself. There's so many ways that people are like, you know, doing things even around their house, like plumbing and simple things like that, just by watching like YouTube videos and whatnot. Like my dad redid like our entire plumbing, and he's not a plumber. He redid like our entire plumbing by watching like a YouTube video. So I wanted to ask you, for somebody who really wants to like learn how to cook, or maybe wants to do what you do, how do you get past that like learning obstacle? Like how did you find the best way to kind of get into it without having like a, I guess like a formal teaching of it?
Right. Yeah, no, definitely like, I think it's harder for some people. Like some people,
They just can't click. That doesn't go with
it
them.
does not click. Like
Yeah.
everybody has a different like learning method. Like I'm sure you guys can relate with class. Some people do better with writing things down. Some people can only just listen and they retain it. Some people have to practice it outside of class. It's very similar with like hands-on skills, and obviously cooking is a very much hands-on skill. I personally, I didn't like look up anything. Like I never watched videos or whatever. I just like sometimes I would just like watch techniques that other people would do. Like if someone was sauteing something and I saw how they kind of like flicked in order to like, you know, make it fancy and pop up in the air real quick and mix everything without having to use a spatula. I'm like, okay, I could try that. And I would like kind of do it, but not like too crazy. So if I messed up, I didn't look like an idiot. And then as I got more comfortable, I would start going more big with it.
Have you ever messed up? Hey, like, have you ever just sat there and started like, when you like, especially with an omelet, because you
Get
know you have
stuck
to
to the
flip it.
ceiling.
Like, no, like you
Falls on the
drop it,
floor.
because like I've had a moment where I've lost like half an egg, like just like doing that.
God, this sounds so pretentious, but not to self-glaze, but I don't think I've ever messed up.
He's like, I never messed up.
I've just,
He's that good, ladies and gentlemen.
I've just always been him. I don't know. And you know, I back in the day, because I don't do it now, but when I did make omelets, I've had many people tell me that I was better than a certain somebody.
Wow.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
I know, yeah.
Are you
I
talking-
love omelets. We're gonna have to.
You'd have to do a taste
You're gonna.
test.
Yeah,
or
you're gonna have to
something.
make me
At
one
the
at
end
some
of the
point.
last
someday.
episode, he actually cooked us an omelet here.
I heard
I
that.
flipped an egg, yeah.
I
Yeah.
heard that. How was it?
It was the best omelet I ever
Dude,
had.
And he cooked that thing.
You
Oh
know
my
what
god, we
sucked?
need to.
You know what actually sucked? He cooked it in my own pot, my own pan, and used all my stuff. and it
That's
still-
disrespect.
Yeah, and it still
Straight
tasted better. Than,
disrespect.
Wow.
yeah,
That's how you know it's not. It's
Yeah.
It's not the utensils. It's you, man.
It's you. But
Yeah.
circling back to your question, it just takes practice, I think, because you got to like learn like what tastes good to you. Well, you got to make sure that you're capable of acknowledging when things are good. Because there's been many times where I'd be like, hey, will you try this thing that I made? And you're like, I don't really like that dish, but I'll taste it. And like, well, how was it? It's like, it was good, but I wouldn't eat it. So you have to be able to like recognize when something is good, whether or not you like it or not. You have to be able to realize what an appropriate amount of seasoning, like flavor profiles, techniques. It depends on what you're trying to go for. So like with the egg, for example, if you're cooking an egg, you want to cook all your vegetables and stuff first, like the things that take longer, like carrots, broccoli.
you put carrots and eggs?
I don't know. You could. I'm just an
Oh.
example.
No, I get it.
Like you would throw in your spinach last because that cooks way quicker. And then when that's done, you might want to turn down the heat to cook the eggs because the eggs are very fragile. You don't want to overheat it. You know, you want to work it from the edges, get all the liquid underneath, keep cooking it and cooking it. You want to make sure it's loose before you try to flip it, because if you're sitting there trying to shake it, it's gonna rip apart and you're gonna have scrambled eggs.
I like scrambled eggs.
Could I ask a question? I was asking another person that I know that chefs up a little bit for like, a career. And I asked her, I said to her, I can't even remember what the question was, but I basically said dovetailing. Do you know that phrase? Is that a phrase that you ever use? You've never heard of that? I don't know. I think I've been lied to.
Dovetailing.
But yeah, I thought that's when you like cook specific things like on a like time ratio. So they finish cooking at the same time. Like you kind of like match
I
it
know
up.
exactly
You
what
know
you're
what I
talking
mean?
about. Yeah.
What is that called? Is there a
Just-
name for that?
Just finishing things at the same time.
I swear it was called. I swear it was called dovetailing. I've been lied to if not, but nobody knows what I'm talking
Should
about.
we take
You-
a look for a second or no?
I mean, you can, yeah. I
Say
was just going to
dovetailing.
say that there is a thing that I saw online that if you actually cook your eggs too fast, it's doing something with like the DNA in the eggs that could actually like affect you like health like wise.
Yeah, it's a chemical reaction.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's like
did.
the
Yes.
cooking that like one type of fish. I saw that it was like if you overcook it, it becomes like poisonous.
Isn't
and you
there
can't,
another thing that
like
if you
pufferfish or
overcook,
something or some type
It's
of
a
puffer
bean.
fish.
Yeah.
it's a bean.
Bean?
If you don't cook a bean fully through, like a type of bean, it's toxic. I think.
So, wait, going back real quick. Dovetailing means effectively scheduling tasks by overlapping them, fitting smaller jobs like chopping
See,
vegetables
everyone laughed
in
at me.
downtime while something bakes or simmers to save time
He-
and
he could
manage
be a chef
complex
right now,
meals.
right?
I asked 2 chefs, and they had no idea what I was talking about.
Cooking with Carson.
Yeah, I'm in frame. Maddie, I'm talking about you. I'm calling her out.
Name dropping.
And calling Zach out on the air.
Well, Maddie, if you're listening, I'm on your side. This guy's a fraud.
I got it right though. It's online, and
Yeah.
Google never lies.
Yeah,
Google never
He thinks 'cause
lies.
He's in a suit. He's a head honcho over here, head chef.
I guess so. I guess so.
That's what I got. That's what I get
The
for not
soup
having a
fits.
culinary degree.
Oh my, oh my goodness.
Yeah, maybe if you went to culinary school like me.
Wait, I do
didn't go to
actually.
culinary school.
Yeah, I do have a question. Would you ever possibly like, because you said you didn't have a culinary degree? Is that true?
It is true.
So would you get paid more if you had one?
Not here. No,
Really?
not where I work now. I mean, maybe like some fancy 5-star Michelin restaurant.
Yeah.
But
So you wouldn't even. There'd be no point in pursuing
do you
it.
know?
Yeah, how many places really do you need like a credential like that? Like, is that something that's like most places you need?
Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe like, again, like bigger name places. Like I would say probably most chain places. No, like a Chili's or something. Definitely not. But if you're going to go to like Guy Fieri's like restaurant, you might want to have like some documentation behind you. But there's so many of my coworkers who have culinary degrees, and I don't.
Wow. And
You
are
would
you
never
the,
know.
and you're the head of them?
Some of them are equal standing as me. Some aren't, but
Oh wow.
So that's more so for like I don't even know, like the small stuff, like the trivial stuff, I guess, like the extra stuff that like if
the
you know.
dovetailing.
Yeah, like the stupid stuff, I guess.
Dovetailing.
Hey, I did not go to culinary school, by the way. I think that was taught to me by like my computers teacher that also like was a cooking teacher too, like a home ec teacher or whatever, but
Yeah.
she had no idea how to cook. They kind of just put her on that job. She even said that. She was like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Do you know there was a class I took in high school. I can't remember the name. It was some cooking class. And I took it
It's
with
called like home ec for me.
it wasn't home ec, but it was some type of cooking class. And we used to do a thing. It was called Food Bank Friday, where we'd essentially get the food bank items that were left over from our school's food bank that we'd volunteer each month, and we would make something out of it. And like we're talking about stuff that's like canned, like highly processed, and like we would start from scratch. We'd make our own sauce, and our chemistry professor actually helped us with it because he was like a culinary guy. He went to culinary school. He did everything. He was a professor at another college. He was a high school teacher, culinary. I mean, the guy's been through everything, and he has a crazy story. But
He knew a lot about the processed chemicals too.
for the stickers. No,
No,
and the thing is,
The chemistry
he actually,
teacher.
it was awesome. He had hair. I mean, he didn't really grow it out, but he had
hair?
white hair.
Oh.
You didn't let me go. He had white hair, but he looked like, like the mad scientist. Like, he looked exactly like a mad scientist that you get, like, look at Spirit Halloween or something, and you see, like, a costume of him.
That's awesome.
But, like,
That's
like,
awesome.
but the thing is, the whole point I was just trying to say is, we had a class in high school that kind of had something like that, and it, like, few of the best meals I've ever had were actually from that class.
Mhm.
And it was just, I wish something like that was taught more. And, I mean, I don't know. Something I actually did want to talk about, another thing, is there's somebody, can I say names, who works on that same kitchen, not in, like, your side, who does not, and I say it, who does not stick their arm out all the way when you grab the plate. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Step up. Put your hand out.
Bro, I kid you not. And I'm not saying names because obviously, like, but Zach, I will not forget the time that I sat in line for like 15 minutes. And because I was like 10 people behind. 15 minutes. And I didn't even want it. It was, what is it called with toast and cheese?
Panini?
No, mac and
Garlic
cheese.
bread?
No, what is it?
Mac and cheese?
Not mac and cheese.
Toast and cheese? Like grilled cheese?
Yes, I
Grilled
couldn't
cheese.
think of the name.
Toast and cheese.
Yes,
Ladies
no,
and gentlemen.
no, and that's the thing. I
said
hate
that one.
but the thing is, I waited in line to get grilled cheese, but I hate grilled cheese because it's like nothing. It's not filling for me. I like meat. Like, I like a meat in my food. That's just that's my preference. So, so I'm sitting there. 15 minutes goes by, and then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there. She gives me the food, and the pot is right over there. And she put her hand just before the pot. And I'm sitting there reaching, and the water from the pot, like the
Oh, no.
burning me. I'm literally sitting there reaching. I'm like sitting there for like it felt like a minute of just like reaching for this plate as my hand's getting like blistered. It scorched my hair off my hand. And I sat there. I was dead ass gonna drop the plate in the soup and just look at her and go, well, there that goes. Dude, I'm telling you, and I'm not a complainer. I was gonna tell you this when I saw you last, but I was like, I'm just gonna wait to tell you live to get your reaction. Have you heard anything about this? Like, this person?
Was this recent?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, not from me, though.
From everybody who has functioning eyes. Yeah.
What the heck? How does that happen?
Glasses?
Really?
What?
Oh, no. See, I don't want to, like, I thought, no. I thought you meant because she doesn't wear glasses and she can't see. That's what happened in my head.
Oh,
What? That's a genuine question.
you never know.
Bro's over here just dying.
She was asking, does she wear glasses or not? I was expecting you to say yes or no, and you said really. And I just wasn't. I'm not
Wait.
the only one here, right?
Okay,
Like,
no.
that's not a podcast.
No, so the reason I said that because they. Were you asking if she wore glasses? Because I don't think you were asking that.
I was.
Really?
Yeah.
You were so shocked too. You're like, really?
What?
All right. Okay, well, all I know is
that was good.
That was really
that
good.
was an experience of working up there. I was wondering if you.
If it's who I think you're talking about, yes, I've heard many complaints about them.
Now, are you like the head chef of that area too, or is it just your section?
Just my side. I mean, I can go over somewhere and tell somebody something, but like I'm not per se in charge there.
Wait, so who is in charge of you? You don't have to say name. Never mind. What I'm thinking is in different section, there's always like a leader of that section, and then there's an overall leader that oversees everything.
Correct.
Okay. It's kind of like Walmart in the summer.
You need a rush and conquer over to the other side. It works so much better on your side. The other side is so like.
Well, except on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, his side.
I want to bash my head into a wall.
I do want to talk about that
Yeah,
too.
but like it's so chill on your side, and I feel like you make the gourmet stuff. Like the chicken tenders and fries are on like the
the
other
healthier
side,
foods on
and
his
then
side.
you have like the beef Wellington.
What has happened to these? What's that thing that you make on the pans?
The stir fry?
Yeah, do you do that only a certain day that I'm not up there?
Yeah, every day that you're not up there specifically, I run it.
Oh, sweet. One of these days I'm just going to go up because I haven't seen it. Mind you, I don't go up as much anymore, but there's been times where I actually use my meal swipes more on third this semester than in previous semesters.
Well, it's supposed to be open every single day. And the reason it hasn't been is because we've been so short-staffed that I physically can't run it. Because, like, I mean, I'll stand there and flip veggies all day, but, like, nobody else is going to get dinner ready, you know? I can't. I'm only so good. And believe me, I could do a lot at once, but it gets too much.
Yeah, I can only imagine trying to do, if they had you do that on a Tuesday while doing tacos, while doing I don't think that's even realistic, but it's just, you're busy as it is. I mean, I always see and you're doing something. And like we talk for like a minute or two and then you're off doing another task.
Yeah, typically.
Yeah.
So, Zach, I wanted to ask you, and actually, I want to plug our last video. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. It's probably my favorite video on AI. I wanted to ask about your perspective on AI, because now one of the big tools that people are supposedly using it as, or they're advertising that a lot of people use it as, is the ability to be able to ask it like exactly how to cook something, like step by step, and they tell you the exact measurements and all that. With you being a chef and you doing that as your career, have you ever, even if it's just personally making something for yourself, have you ever experimented with it or like used it, or have you ever heard of anyone that used it in any way to try to cook? Or
I mean, personally, I haven't, and I don't really think I need to, because I could just kind of, I'm him, you know? That's what happens when you've ascended to the next level.
Ready player of, bro.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm sorry. But no, I have not. I don't know anybody who has personally. I don't think it could be a terrible idea. Like, you know, hop on a computer, like, hey, what can I make with these ingredients I have in my fridge? It's not gonna. I don't think it could really tell you exactly the nuances of cooking things. Like, you got to make sure the oven's preheated. You got to make sure to cook it at this degree and then turn it down, or like spin it around so it cooks evenly and all that. I think there's room for error that, you know, you would only really get from human experiences. But I don't think it could hurt.
Oh, no, especially I guess somebody if they've never cooked before, like, and are starting to try to learn how to cook. But I definitely think there is some, I don't even know what you would call it, but it's some type of like way in which if you try to follow a recipe that you find on Google and you follow it exactly, it's not going to come out great. Like, you have to like do it a few times and mess around with things and see where you have to. So like, I feel like every recipe kind of has to have some touch of your own to make it like actually right. And I feel like that's something you kind of have to learn that you can't really do by just following like an AI tutorial.
It's funny. One of the topics we were talking about earlier, I wanted to say this, but we got, you know, sidetracked by something Justin said. Thanks, Justin.
Like and subscribe.
There you go. One of the things I always, you probably heard me say it once or twice, I kind of am joking when I say it, but not really. Like, one of the main ingredients I put into my food, the reason why it might taste better than other people's, is because I add love to it. And, you know, with cooking, you kind of have like that room to like mess around and like, you know, it says you need this much salt, but I'm going to put that much salt because I know it'd be a little bit better, or maybe throw in a seasoning it doesn't even call for, because I was like, it's going to enhance the overall flavor, you know, and I put that passion and that care, and it bleeds down from my heart into my forearms, through into the pan. It goes right into the food, and it's just like the best thing you've ever had.
No, there's truth to that. I mean, it's corny, but like it's
It
true.
is
There's,
corny.
like there's like the more love you put into like making food, I feel like the better. If you don't care about it and it's not your passion, you don't want to do it, it's not gonna be
Exactly.
good. I get it. I get it. Man.
Sometimes when when people will come up for food and like, oh my God, this is the second time we're up here. It's so good. What you do? It's like just right onto the dish.
Yep.
That's it.
That's how he does it.
That's all I do. Works every time. It starts to hurt after a while, but you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah.
Something I was gonna ask about that, kind of like a follow up, is like regarding Tuesdays is like really busy on your side, and I mean for the people that are up there, you're in line for a while. Not because it's just because everybody loves this side. For those who do not go to our university on Tuesdays, hence Taco Tuesday, he hosts the tacos, and I think it's one of the best sides and food items that is on the menu there. I always go up on Tuesdays, as you can tell. I love it, but how do you not get burnt out? Like, I see you a lot. How does it not make you like hate cooking? Because like I feel like if I had any like just 2 weeks of working your job, all right, which a lot of stuff would be burnt. I wouldn't know people's names. People would hate me. Couple people.
Shout out you.
Not a shout out you.
This is a good episode.
Yeah, really good episode. But I was just gonna say, like, if I was in your position, I'd get burnt out very fast, very quickly. And I would probably just work 2 Tuesdays. I would just work 2 Tuesdays, and I would probably be over it. I resign.
I think it's just I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, so I hate like not getting things perfect, you know, like having things come out well and having it like look nice and all that. So I feel like that kind of that almost like itch, like, oh fuck, it's not good. I gotta get it right. You know, that kind of helps me stick to it.
Perfecting your craft.
Yeah, exactly. Craft maxing.
Yeah, there you go.
Craft maxing.
Does
We'll
that
make it
ever-
a thing if it's not.
Does that ever affect you though? Like I know on Tuesday, like disregarding Tuesdays, like just the whole picture of everything, like that perfection of, you know, trying to always be perfect. I'm in that same aspect of that, not with cooking. It's like, God forbid I can't even cook an egg. That's what my dad says. But with that aspect of cooking, like, you know, being under time and, you know, having so many people to feed, because I know at some points there's like, you said you cooked like 300 or 400 turkeys, or not turkeys, chickens, and like rotisserie style chickens, and he went through them all
Yeah.
in one day. What?
Wow.
I mean, going back to Taco Tuesdays, I will do about 180 pounds of taco beef. And it's very rarely is there any left the next day.
That's not on your, like, are you, like, there's people helping you with that, right? Or is that that's just you?
Me.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you
question.
do that?
Like, I'll do 100, like, so, you know, we'll have 2 meats, like beef and chicken. I'll do the 180 pounds of that. I'll do like 160 pounds of chicken. I'll like, you know, open up the bags, put it in the pan, season it up, mix it, plastic and foil, throw it in the oven, let it go. And then like, I'll just be, if you've ever seen in my kitchen, I have a giant like metal pot in the back, and it's like a giant kettle that like heats things. And I'll just cut up all the tubes of beef, throw it in there, and I'll be there like a freaking witch's brew. Just needless to say, I do not need to go to the gym on those days because that is quite the workout.
Oh my goodness.
And how early do you get there to prep that?
7:30, I get there and I get it going right away,
Wow.
and it'll be, usually it'll be ready right on time. So it takes from 7:30 to almost 11 o'clock for it to be done.
It's insane.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing that. We really do appreciate it, and there's a lot of people that love having you at our campus. I haven't gotten a lot of opportunities to go to the cafeteria this semester, just for whatever reason. I just
I
haven't
know,
been
you
there
jerk.
that much. I know, and I miss having those conversations with you. But so I just wanted to ask you real quick, like, how have you been? Like, what
Good.
have you been up to?
Very good. Busy. Life be life, and man, work has been stressful because, like I was saying, like the shortages and everything. Just really been trying to lock it in with my personal life, make sure I keep the people I care about in the loop, hanging out with my close friend groups, my college friends, still try to go to the gym every day, keep my personal health up, try to hop on the game every night. It's something to just decompress with, and then I get mad. I'm like, dang, why do I do this to myself? But yeah, just really been trying to keep true to myself. But in short, I think I've been doing pretty well, Haven't want to bash my head into a wall too much.
So if you had like a long day at work and like you're just like want to play a video game, I think this question was asked on the first time you had them on. But what's the game now that you're getting on?
Hands down, 100% Marvel Rivals.
Oh, okay.
That game,
Really, it's good.
it is so
it's
good.
a solid game.
That game has such a freaking chokehold on me. It's not even funny.
How much money have you
Can't get
spent
off
on
it.
it?
Easily over 200, and it's a free-to-play game, so I have a problem.
No, those are the ones that like will get you with
Yeah,
the payments.
yeah,
That's how they make
Fortnite.
their money, dude.
Fortnite figured it out. Everybody else is just following.
Fortnite figured out with the free-to-play games, but like EA's been doing that since the beginning of time. Their in-game purchases are horrible,
Yeah.
notoriously.
Iffy. I feel like with them,
Dude, EA was always like the
Like,
ones you
back
would pay
then, yeah.
$60 for a game, but then you would have to pay another $60 for the second half of the game
Yeah,
or
but,
some
like,
stupid thing like that.
no, but like now kids just want to buy like $60 worth of like Fortnite skins and call
That's
it a
true.
day.
That's true.
They've all been bad because, like, I used to play Destiny all the time, and their monopolization of that game is atrocious.
100%, yeah.
Like, I quit playing that game because of how garbage it became. Like, it might be good now. I don't know, but like with all their content vaulting and stuff, it's so hard. Like, if you were to play the game today as someone like brand new, like you would literally be missing like 60% of the story.
Why? Like, how do you get that? I've never played it
You
before.
can't.
So
You physically can't.
Why?
They removed it.
Oh, what?
They took content that you paid for and they vaulted it.
Why did they do that though? Like,
How
was
can
there...
you do that? How is that not a lawsuit?
Because apparently it was too much memory, too much storage on their servers. So they
But
removed...
that's their game, so stop adding new stuff.
Right.
Or
Make a new
invest
game.
in servers or do like
cloud,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, there's like so many MMOs that have like decades of content that is all accessible, and you're telling me Bungie, one of the like highest grossing companies, can't figure it out?
what?
Yeah.
I've
So
never
There's
heard
something
of that.
shady going on there. That's crazy.
it is. So like I was burnt too many times, so I like had to cut that out. And I was like, I'm not spending $100 every half year on a new expansion just to like...
Wait,
Are
you
you
were
serious?
spending money to expand?
Yeah, the
And they-
expansions were like $60,
And then
like
they
$100
deleted
for
them?
collectors.
So, and
Huh.
then they just keep cutting their own thing down?
Mm-hmm. Like the original game, like the game came
Well,
out
in the
like...
wrong business.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
How
for
is there not a
So
lawsuit
they're like
there?
making you buy a new game.
I don't know. Why did they just make Destiny 3? Who knows? But
That's
like
insane.
the original original campaign that came out in like, I don't know, 2017, whatever year, and like several, like 3 or 4 expansions after that all got removed, and you physically cannot play it. So if you were to start today, you would start at wherever it is now, and you would be missing all the context, all the content, and all the experiences of like me. You would never get that ever.
But aren't the levels harder at that point?
No
Like-
scales.
Oh, it's the same across the
Like
board.
you'll never start at like level 1 or
But
something.
that's
But
what I'm saying. So if you're starting at a low level, like you've never played the game before, how do you start on then like...
they have like a new introductory. They like soft rebooted, like, I don't know, like a brand new adventurer's guide or
Wow.
something.
We're back officially after our little boys talk. You know, you guys can tell I'm still in the mood of trying to get back into it, the swing of it. It's been a rough year. It's actually been a year. I was looking at it, November 20 something was the
wow.
last time he posted. Until we've been getting back into it, we've been kicking our feet again, and I've seen our like viewership has gone down. we went from getting like at least 300 views.
We weren't posting though. That's
exactly,
what happens.
and that's the thing. My professor was like, yeah, like the moment you stop doing anything, and this could be even with cooking too, like a routine, is like the moment you stop doing anything, like cooking, for example, is like if you, just like throw it on the back burner and you don't get it, and you don't like keep practicing it, you're not going to get better with it. But it's just like that same thing of like, he's like, if people go and scroll on your channel and they see a new video every Wednesday, they're going to be like, they're going to constantly come back. Whereas if, they check and you're not there like one Wednesday out of the like 1 week, then they're going to be like, all right, I'm just going to scroll to something else. And if you're not there for 2 Wednesdays, they're going to forget about you. So anything after that, it's just like they forgot that you even were a thing.
Yeah. You haven't posted in a year?
Yeah, it's been a while. And then the Instagram's been dead. It's been a whole, because school, work, life just caught up to me.
This is the easy part. They have so much editing to do. I saw the amount of editing these guys do. It's crazy.
I'm
Per
sure.
video, it's crazy.
Who's these guys?
This guy.
This guy.
Dude, I'm telling you. No, everybody plays their part. I mean, it takes a lot. A lot happens behind the scenes, and like, yes, like setting up. But as far as like doing certain things, like you guys really, besides Kapil, don't really know a whole lot of things about cameras. And like, it's hard because, we haven't really like talked about it. We haven't really had time to go through it. But yeah, it's just like life caught up to me. When you said life is lifing, that's seriously what's happened. And I've had a lot of people be like, so that podcast, like, is it done? I'm like, no, it's been we probably filmed about 40 episodes. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
We've
They
had,
just haven't uploaded.
Just
yeah.
none that were of the quality that we wanted to put out there.
It's funny. I still get people coming up to me once in a while, be like, "Hey, remember that podcast you were on?" I was like, "Yeah, I do."
No, actually, that's awesome. Like,
It happened like last week.
I've had people come up to me and be like, yeah, like I saw the one with Pasta Lou and Zach. I like what you're doing. Like, I would love to get on one of these days. I'm like, hey, I mean, if you're interesting, you gotta be like him to be on, Timothy.
It's nice to see like the passion, because I definitely see it. Like with every little hobby that I've seen you pick up over the last 3 years.
Dude, I got so many.
So many.
Very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. Please donate.
Yeah. So the need.
Patreon.
Yeah. In
Patreon.
the link below, there's gonna be a GoFundMe.
Yeah. We'll get some merch going.
So one's gonna be to fund. One's gonna be to fund the defamation.
Please end the male segregation.
The other one's gonna be my crippling debt because of hobbies.
Because of hobbies.
Yeah, Justin, he really does like get into his hobbies quickly. It's alarming.
Pretty deep, yeah.
It's alarming, dude.
I think
First year, he told me, he's like, yeah, like, I think we should start a podcast, and he was telling me about it, like, early on, and I was like, yeah, that sounds really cool, and then, I didn't really ask anything more about it, because, everybody says they want to start something like that,
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it, and next thing you know, he's, like, showing me this set, saying, like, look at all this we got set up, and we have, like, he's showing me all this, like, art with, like, the yaks on the wall, I don't even know where you get something like that. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we actually have version 2.0 coming, right?
yes,
soon,
different
so-
location.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
location.
we're buying a warehouse. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, not yet.
This is why
I was
you're
actually gonna
conscious.
ask you on the air.
Once that lawsuit money comes
Yeah.
in.
I was actually gonna ask on the air, Zach, if we could, go to your crib and shoot.
Can we?
Do you have like a shed or something you don't use? Like maybe you could set up in there.
I mean-
rent is getting too high.
My living room's pretty spacious. Do a nice little setup in there.
We'll have
Sure.
the news playing in the background on the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
So, Carson.
Yeah, okay, we're
What
going
I
to-
was. Can't
Um,
lie.
Oh no.
How did it really make you feel though, like on a deep personal level? Like were you just like unbridled rage?
Oh yeah, dude, I was killed by it. It sucked. Like it
We
sucked.
could leave this.
Yeah, you can leave this part. I don't care. We'll just keep it vague. Yeah, no, it sucked, dude. Because like I said, it's like I hate being
perceived as somebody.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, it's completely like, and it's just made up. Like it's completely made up.
What do you think is the best approach? Like, when somebody like tries to like defile your name, right? Like, is it best to just ignore it? Do you like try to like prove to everybody? Like, how did you approach it?
Well, I would say probably the best way to approach it would be to like become rich and famous. But I'm neither rich nor famous, so.
Wait, wouldn't that make things worse though?
Well, if you're rich and famous, you don't care. Like, you know what I mean? True. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the reason it sucks is because I hate being perceived as something like that. And also, it's like, I'm afraid how it's going to affect me, like, professionally.
Yeah, that's a
like,
huge...
'cause it's not a good look, but, like,
yeah.
it's completely... Yeah, I'm going to try to reach out to that company because that's messed up. There's a class action lawsuit because there's a lot of people. My friend actually is in it. Said he was going to join it if they don't take down his page on him. So maybe I will. I will see. We'll see.
Okay. Well,
it sucks.
I'm sure. Like,
it sucks.
I hate when people like get the wrong impression of me.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Like,
yeah, because
you
that
don't
happens to
even
you
know
at
me.
work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you said about, like, with certain people, like, your coworkers. You know what I mean? No? Oh.
My thing is...
Okay.
My thing is if you meet me...
I see what happened there.
My thing is if you meet me and you hate me, then sure.
Right.
Go say something. I don't care. But if you've never met me before...
Right.
And, like, you don't even know if you're talking about the right person, then, like, what are you doing?
You're
Like,
just doing it
what are
anonymously,
you
too.
doing?
It's like some of these people too would never even say this to your face.
No.
Never.
No, it's good because it's made up and nobody has any backing behind
Phones make it worse for that, you know what I mean? Because,
It's
like,
that
everything...
damn phone.
Yeah.
I'm on this phone.
That's the parents there, right?
What's with the parent?
Like a plan.
Awesome, right?
My only thing is, do you have any closing words to the audience that you want to say to them?
Well, honestly, nothing too crazy. Just be kind to your fellow men and women, you know. If you have anything negative to say, keep it to yourself. Try not to take life too serious, you know, it's short. Have fun when you can. Learn to love, because, like, we could all use a little bit more of that in life, I think. You know? A little compassion. It'd be amazing how much better you might feel if you just do something for somebody else for once. I think we'll all be in a happier place.
I love it. That's some awesome ending words.
That is awesome ending nothing could be better than that.
Me and my buddies, we actually have a podcast of ourselves.
Wow.
It's called Double Kick. We talk about gaming stuff. We talk about, like, media news and things like that. We also have another side channel, Bonus Level, where we talk about, like, you know, like, more how we're doing in life, like what we've been up to, what we're playing, like the game adaptations of movies and stuff. And it's really fun. We've been doing it for a while now. I just, like, officially became, like, a member myself not too long ago. And you can find it pretty similar to these guys. Pretty much anywhere you stream, YouTube, Spotify. I think it's even on SoundCloud. We're just there. We're everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the name of it for people that are trying to watch it?
Yeah, double
like-
kick.
Okay.
Double kick.
And how's that spelled? Just
Literal, like DOUBLE, kick, no space,
Okay.
and then the other one is with Bonus Level.
Alright. Carson.
Except for this shameless plug. Guys, if you like the video, please consider to like, follow, and subscribe to the channel at Just Yakkin Podcast. You can find us anywhere on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, anything. Probably maybe Twitch. I don't know.
Twitch, yeah.
I really don't know, but you can find us. Just look us up at just_Yakkin, and please, like I said, like, follow, and subscribe. And maybe we'll have Kapil sometime in front of the camera again, and hopefully we see Zach in front of the camera sometime again soon, because we love having him as a guest. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure to share with your friends, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thank you. Peace out.